Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. We are nearing the end of practice on day one here on Leech Lake for the Bassmaster Open. I figured I'd give you an update because I kind of tucked in behind this island. The wind is howling. I don't know if you can see it out there, but she's just rolling. And the crazy thing is, you know, it's not even blowing that hard. It's probably blowing 15 mile an hour. But Leech Lake is massive. It's like 100,000 acres, pretty much a big round lake. It's, you know, similar to fishing at Great Lakes. It's hard to get out of the wind. When you do, everybody's in the same areas. And there's a lot of what I would consider non-productive water too. So it's a fishery that definitely has quality. I've never felt like Leech Lake has a huge number of fish in it. I know a lot of people disagree with me, which is fine, but my consensus on that really has more to do with tournament fishing. You know, I think if you were just here on a nice summer day, you probably could catch a pile of fish because you'd have the lake to yourself. There's not that many bass anglers that hit it, and the lake is big, so you'd have a lot of water to yourself. The problem with a larger tournament is you have 200 boats out, over 200 boats right now that are practicing, and they really start eating up a lot of water. So the lake fish is smaller every day. It's going to get tougher. That's just what happens here, in my opinion. I mean, I've been here for a couple of tournaments in the past, done really well actually, had, you know, top 10 finishes. The thing that's a little bit of a loophole on that though is when I fished it, which was like 10 years ago, you were not allowed to weigh in smallmouth. And a few years ago they actually changed that regulation, so now you can weigh in smallmouth. Well, there's not a ton of smallmouth in here, but they're tanks, man. I mean, they are bruisers. And if you want to win the tournament, you're going to be catching smallmouth. That's just how it's going to be. You know, you can put an upper 20-pound bag in the well. The fish are just thick, healthy, just really tough to catch, and there's not many of them, and where they are is going to get pounded. So I'm kind of committing myself to it. I'm not fishing for points, not fishing for anything other than a Bassmaster Classic berth, and from that standpoint I kind of just feel like just committing to the smallmouth. You know, I feel like it's one of those things, if you can catch 7 smallmouth a day, I think you have the shot at winning this tournament. And I have not caught 7 today. I've actually landed 3 fish for about 12 pounds. They were all 4-pounders, and I've had a lot of interactions. If I can not catch them, I'm trying not to catch them. So, you know, I feel like I've probably had 10 to 12 interactions. So that could be, you know, where I caught one, it could be a bite, it could be where I had a fish follow my bait and I pulled it away. Could be I shook it out, you know, I shook the bait away from the fish. In either case, I feel like that's not too bad. I think I would have had, I think I could have caught a limit if I was trying to put them in the boat, and I think I would have had about 20 pounds, which is, you know, you do that 3 days in a row, that's pretty stout. So I'm probably all in on the smallmouth, which is, you know, kind of a bummer in a way, because I actually would so much rather be fishing for largemouth here, because it's a really heavy cover lake for largemouth. It really fishes very similar to Okeechobee, just with all the shallow grass. If you get in the right bays, you know, the largemouth, it's just a shallow water, heavy cover power fishing deal, which is a lot of fun, a lot of froggins, things like that. And I know I'd be getting more bites if I was doing that. The thing is, the largemouth, you know, if you have a good day of largemouth fishing, you're probably in that 16 to 18 pound range. if you have a good day of smallmouth fishing, you're in the mid 20-pound range, and that's just how it is. So we're gonna keep grinding with this. You know, most of my bites have been in one certain area. I'll probably commit again day 2 of practice to that same area, and from that point, maybe on day 3 I spend a little time looking for largemouth stuff or stuff closer to the ramp, just so you got something to hit. But right now it's all just about figuring out where you can catch the brown ones. And like right now, I don't feel real great about where I'm at. This is just kind of a really shallow bay. It's somewhat protected, so I could just shoot a quick update video for you, but it does have some decent features, being that it's a shallow flat and it's got some little scattered rock, little scattered light patches, and there are a lot of smallmouth still cruising shallow. You always have some smallmouth cruising shallow, and this is the type of stuff they like to get on. So I'm just kind of doing a quick drift through here while I'm shooting the video, and then we'll probably get back out on some main lake stuff. The fish are holding on some of the rock reefs, isolated boulders, rock veins, things like that. Pretty classic traditional smallmouth fishing. And the problem is right now a lot of it is unfishable, and the stuff that's somewhat protected has got boats all over it. I mean, you can see the point that comes off this island has got 2 boats sitting on it. There's another boat over here. At one point today I counted 20 boats around me, and it's just gonna fish small. But we're committed to the brown fish, not fishing for anything other than a win, and I feel confident that you have to catch smallmouth bass to win this. I think there's going to be a lot of anglers that are having a lot more fun catching green ones. But so that's where we're at. I'm gonna probably drift through here real quick and then pull up and go see if I can find something a little bit more offshore, and see if I can find a few more locations before the end of the day. Anyways, I appreciate all of you watching and all the support, and stay tuned. We'll have update of practice day 2 for you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.